Is this thing on?
So we were just having this conversation about whether this is a UCR live or an assigned seating or a bastard love child of both. So I think we're a bastard love
Bastard
child.
love child, Stevie.
Sorry, bastard. You bastard love child. You.
Bastard. You
one of my-
bastard.
I know, you bastard. One of my favorite lines from Titanic. You unimaginable bastard. Oh, Kate Winslet serving up. Oscar winner, Kate Winslet. So
I know.
multiple Oscar winner, Kate Winslet. So,
Mhm.
Hi everyone, we are here. We are live. So if you're watching live, say hi, jump in the conversation. Dogsy is with
Hey,
us.
Dogs!
Hey, dogs. So Vera and I, being the more, I guess, in touch members of the cast where things go with the pop culture of cinema and film. We're going to film. We're going back to the old days with the films, the moving pictures. Come on.
We love the moving pictures, darling.
We love the moving pictures. I'm a star. I'm a star.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeRay.
I know, it is very Norma Desmond of us, isn't it?
It is.
Thing is on fire or shaking. Why did I come here? Yeah. Welcome to LA. Well, look, LA was rocked by the Oscars 2025.
I know, Dogs. Were you in the middle of the glamour?
Yeah, Dogsy, were you on red carpet? Were you guarding someone on the red carpet? But award season's officially donesy.
I know. That was
all
it.
over.
That's the capper.
That's the capper. Always the Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's like, it's like, oh, Oscars. And it's, prestige, red carpet. And then I saw a TikTok it was like, just a reminder for everyone else, the Oscars is held in a mall. It's like, you're not wrong. You're not incorrect. If you wander down Hollywood Boulevard, you too can go to the Oscars presentation place. It's just, once a year.
Well, they let anybody in this year. I mean, my God, the guest list was huge. Well, usually at the old Kodak Theater, they didn't allow anybody, but now they had like the entire Heartstopper kids were there, and my God.
I think we're going to talk about it. I think they were reaching from possibly a new audience because the ratings are in and they're not good. So, oh dear.
They haven't been for a while.
I was eating out in Culver City and speaking to a guy who breeds German Shepherd Dachshund mixes. Interesting mix.
Did German Shepherds and Dachshunds mix willingly?
Interesting. But apparently this is the lowest rating since COVID.
Oh, really?
Yep, 18.1 million.
Wow.
Which is, still.
I mean, it's for TV. TV's a dying media.
Yeah, it's just interesting. But it was. We're gonna. Oh, actually, before we even go there, because Vera, as you said, you are the awards show season queen. You red carpet it. You do it. You do the whole do.
I do. I watch the red carpet. We pre-show. We had our little mimosas.
Cocktails.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I've got to say, I think there's one clear winner on the red carpet, and it's not who I expected it to be.
I thought Whoopi
fucking Goldberg.
No kidding.
This photo doesn't do the dress justice at all.
Well, the dress is so shimmery. It looks like plastic.
Water. Yeah, like water or plastic or it's.
But everybody kept saying it's the softest material ever, and it had pockets, and it was.
Yeah, it had pockets. Oh, you watched the Brits? Oh, I have a bit of a tie to the Brits actually. Since Dogsy, you'll be right. Jade Thirlwall from Little Mix did her debut big public performance, and one of my former students choreographed that whole performance. So, congratulations, Blake! Amazing work. If you haven't got a chance, go watch Jade, Angel of My Dreams at the Brit Awards. Amazing performance. But back to the Oscars and back to Whoopi. Christian Siriano designed.
Yeah,
Project
and he told
Runway.
He told E! Entertainment that if he only ever designed for Whoopi for the rest of his career, he would be happy.
But it was stunning, and
It was stunning.
Amazing, right?
Yeah, she sure did.
Yeah, so of course, everyone's like, Ozempic, but you know what?
Doesn't matter. She looks stunning and healthy.
She looks amazing. She was there, when a lot of her contemporaries aren't.
Right.
And she is, as sad as it is, she is one of the last representations of an era that is, kind of gone. Those 80s major stand-up stars. Think back to those guys, and it's just not. Well, Billy Crystal's still around. He doesn't do
Billy
much
Crystal
anymore.
is still around.
He doesn't do much anymore, though, does he?
No, not really. Well, he did a movie last year. I don't know what it was.
I don't think anyone does. That's the point. But yeah,
the last thing I saw him in was his Broadway show, where he talked about growing up in.
My mother, stop it! Yeah,
yeah.
Take my mother, please. Sorry. But yeah, Whoopi is the win. I think that dress was stunning.
It was stunning.
She carried
but I had a lot of. I thought the fashions were really great. I mean, I loved the Schiaparelli that Ariana Grande was wearing.
Oh, I thought
that was gorgeous. I thought the architecture of Cynthia Erivo's dress was beautiful. And velvet. Come on, velvet's the best.
We got to talk about those two right now because this was the biggest ratings grab of. I wonder how much the viewership dropped off after the first 10 minutes.
Oh, I don't even know.
Because
that red dress that Ariana was like the ultimate nod to the ruby slippers. It shimmered so amazing.
So the lovely ladies of Wicked took the stage together for the first time ever, no coincidence, at the Oscars, to perform a medley of Oz-related hits. Of course, Ariana did Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and they had a lovely little, LA, There's No Place Like Home, post-fires, togetherness, happy moment. But Ariana slayed Over the Rainbow, and Cynthia came out and did Home from... The Wiz. And then we got the moment that people have been waiting for, which was Defying Gravity live with both of them there. A lot of people are talking about the graciousness of Ariana stepping away to give her moment, but I don't think she ever wouldn't. This is
I don't think so either.
Cynthia's moment,
Right. But you know what I loved, and I don't know if everybody saw it, but the way the two of them hopped off stage.
I did a little skip, like, well, they're going, the promo tour is finally done.
Now we can drink.
Now we can have a life again. Well, not for too long, girls, not for too
they got
long.
a new movie coming out in November.
You get a couple of months off and that's it. But I really think this was a big moment for Cynthia Erivo. She delivered, of course, like you wouldn't ever expect her not to, but the reaction to the audience was even like a bit shocking for an Oscars audience.
And an immediate standing O.
Yeah, and they were up. And Michelle Yeoh's crying, and it's just like a whole big,
who also looks stunning in royal blue.
But let's call it what it is. Let's call this what it is. This is obviously the ratings grab of the night. One of the ratings grab of the night. They awarded this movie one award.
Right.
Best costume. Which, okay, cool. Yes, amazing costuming. Mm-hmm. Congratulations, history-making win for the designer and costumers. But come on. They know what a cultural phenomenon Wicked is.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like it's just a little bit of a prick tease and a slap in the face because they're like, "Oh, see this thing that everyone loves? We're going to celebrate it." Not really. just to exploit the viewership. You'll be right. You got it. We win. You don't.
Well, you kind of knew that no one from a musical was going to win for the actor categories.
No, that's not correct.
Not
Supporting actress.
Supporting actress. Yes, that's right. I forgot. Sorry. But
which we will talk about. I have feelings. I have feelings about. But I'm just like, I don't know. This is very much my feelings in general. You cannot have your cake and eat it too, all the time. Like, you want to celebrate Wicked, yeah, okay, amazing, but don't prick tease it to the audience to get ratings for your show, which was.
Well, the Oscars always take themselves far too seriously. You know, it has to have a depth. We're actors.
I know. Yeah.
The gravitas, you know, musical and horror. We can recognize them, but they don't have enough gravitas.
Yes,
you know, and then they end up giving it to douche canoes like Adrian Brody.
Yeah, look. Okay, we'll talk about Adrian probably on the Thursday show because that's a bit of a moment that we need to talk about. But what do you think of Conan?
I didn't think he did badly. I thought he was okay. The song and dance number, we should have 86. That was a waste of our time.
Whoops.
You know, but the rest of it was pretty funny. Yeah, he worked. I think Jimmy Kimmel is a great host. I like every time Jimmy Kimmel has hosted. Mm-hmm. You know, but Conan did fine.
He did fine. It's just like bring back Ricky, says Dogsy.
Ricky never hosted the Oscars. He only hosted the Globes.
I know. I don't think that, as Vera was saying, I don't think the Oscars would deal with Ricky
gravitas.
With Ricky Gervais talking shit about everyone.
I don't think the Oscars could have stood that. There would be too much of holding up the mirror to their face.
Too serious. Oh, they're nearly Botox faces.
Lots of squared chins.
Yeah,
my pet peeve.
That's a new thing. All right, we'll get into some awards because I feel. Look, I've got some feelings about this year's awards, and I'm just like, really okay. So, visual effects, which was a surprise one. I didn't expect them to award Dune to anything.
Those big blockbusters usually get one of those technical awards.
They miss out on the big awards, is what I'm saying. But
right,
it hasn't really had any kind of, major push in this season. So, but the other in the category of Alien Romulus was never going to win. Let's be honest.
Right.
Better Man, the Robbie Williams biopic with the monkey, which America thinks he doesn't exist, so of course that wasn't going to win. Another monkey movie, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
And Wicked.
Wicked was stunning. Wicked was stunning.
Stunning.
It was visually stunning. I agree.
And I'm not saying it just because I'm, this is my industry, but come on. I have a little issue, I might say, with cinematography. I'm never going to see The Brutalist because could you wrap depression in a bow and put it on screen?
I will probably see The Brutalist, and I did make several efforts to try and see The Brutalist before opening night, but
you put your mental health and went, I don't want to be sad.
No, I'm totally willing to be scarred by movies. It's my president that keeps scarring me, and I don't want.
Well. Trade one Nazi for another.
Right. The Brutalist was only shown in theaters, but because it's such a niche film, it was shown on Tuesday at 4:00.
Yeah, so it's
one showing all week, 3 hours. I don't get out of work till 5:30. I'm not going to make it to that one Tuesday at 4:00. You know, I do live in the middle of fucking nowhere. So, I would have, if I drove to Rochester, I might have been able to find it, but I wasn't going to drive to Rochester.
So your cinema experience is very much like ours here in Australia. So those movies that are a little bit, more highbrow, a little bit more art house, a bit, are usually not get the extended run, but we have the same thing here with horror. Sometimes we get a horror movie that comes out for one session at 7:30 on a Wednesday, and you've got to see it.
See, and now in Auburn, here horror, there is a 10 theater cinema down the road, and 7 of those screens are horror.
I love
horror
it.
makes money in Central New York.
That's why I come visit. That's why I come to visit.
But we used to have University Union, which was an independent theater operated by SU that always showed niche art house films. We had several theaters in Ithaca and in Syracuse that showed art house films, but most of them are gone. I don't even know if University Union even exists anymore.
It is hard when you lose those art house cinemas that the public doesn't get exposed to it. We used to have a couple here in my town that would show these things, foreign language films, like independent films.
Right.
They would do like re-screenings of classic stuff, and they have slowly disappeared. There's one near me that's reopening very soon. It's very, 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 very small, so it's like probably a 50-seat theater.
Right, right.
Old seat, yeah. So there's hope, but I and where do you find that stuff? Like a lot of the time,
well, then
go to
before
streaming,
COVID, the public theater here in Auburn had a little tiny theater that they would show art house films on, but they're not really doing a lot of films anymore since COVID.
I think art house film, I guess, is the luxury of the metropolis area.
I guess, yeah.
We've got to look for
like
art.
I said, I would have seen The Brutalists. I would have gone and sat through 3 hours of probably soul-crushing torture.
Escape from Nazis to build sad buildings. Sad buildings.
They kept calling it lovely. It's like, was that really what they were?
Look, I love some architecture. I just don't know if I need the Nazis.
If it deserves its own film.
Need the Nazi backstory. And, we know Adrian Brody's got a stick, but come on. As the only cinematography movie that I actually saw, well, partially saw because it was so fucking dark, was Nosferatu. But Edgar Wright movie, so of course, beautifully shot when you could see it.
Right.
Stunning, just so fucking long. Controversial opinion. I was like, what do you mean? I'm like, babe, that was a long movie. I'm like, we know Dracula. We know how it goes. It's long. That was long. Just Lily Rose Depp scream, like, again, amazing performance, like, but long and dark. Like, I want to see. If I'm supposed to be scared of something, I need to kind of see it. I
probably would have sat there. Are my eyes going? Is something wrong with my glasses? Why can't I see this?
Everyone's like, the prosthetics. I'm like, you can see them. Like, I had to wait to come home and like, oh, okay, I see the full. But I guess that kind of aids in the film. What you don't see is kind of sometimes the more terrifying thing. But Amelia Perez for best cinematography.
Yeah, it's like I was shocked that Amelia Perez got the kind of love it did.
Well, and we're going to talk about that too because I have feelings about Amelia Perez. Let's jump into it.
I had a lot of feelings about Amelia Perez.
I haven't seen it because what I have seen, I was like, I would gouge my eyes out.
I watched the whole thing. And I kept saying, comedy musical? Comedy musical?
Right.
I don't know that this fits that. I mean, it had its moments. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't great. I did not love it.
And that's the thing. We'll go there. We'll go there now. Is it the Oscars trying to pat itself on the back, going, oh, look at how woke we are? Because remember, Oscars, Oscars So White was a thing for a long time.
Yes, but I also think part of it is a knee-jerk reaction to all the let's expel all the brown people ICE movement in my country right now.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Is it,
for
show? that we're awarding this movie that is pretty universally terrible from what I've seen. From the people that have watched it, they've gone, really?
I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it.
Oscar worthy?
Yeah.
Oscar worthy.
Yeah.
You're going to hold this up as a sign to the industry that
See, but I've heard that critique about Anora too. And I did love Anora.
Okay, I haven't seen it, so I can't tell you.
Okay,
so
I can.
I can, and I'll tell you about it. We'll jump to another performance because we did mention Whoopi and we did mention Oz, and Whoopi took the stage next to her Color Purple co-star.
Yes, she did. I
was like, whoa, okay, this is
interesting. And in the little tuxedo outfit, she was cute.
It's the Queens of Ozempic stand together. It's all good. I think Oprah's probably pissed that Whoopi looked better, but that's all right.
Well, because Whoopi put a little more effort.
Let Whoopi
I've seen Oprah glam it up and get her girls up there.
Yeah, she can.
She
can do it when she wants to.
She can do it.
Most importantly, Whoopi has confirmed that Sister Act 3 is coming.
Yes.
They have a final script because they had to retool things after the death of Maggie Smith.
And she was really hoping to get it done before Maggie passed, but didn't.
Me too. I was hoping.
Yeah.
It would have been, but maybe that's the drive of the story now.
Maybe. Yeah.
I just want it to be called Breaking the Habit so bad. Because number 2 is Back in the Habit.
Right.
Habit. So, cool.
Okay.
I want to do it. I want to do this. Sorry, I'm ready. So they did a little tribute to Quincy Jones, and then Queen Latifah out of nowhere eased on down the road. Don't get me wrong, love Latifah, listen to her jazz album, was all about it.
Not her best vehicle.
Interesting choice.
Yeah.
Right?
Not in her wheelhouse. Not necessarily in her wheel. She did fine, but they had to have that chorus there to support her.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why Latifah.
Because she's a fan favorite.
Aren't there more? Like, if we're grabbing for the Cynthia Erivos and Ariana Grandes of the world, and we go for Latifah, who hasn't done music in a while. She's got a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't done a movie in a hot minute that I can think of. I just feel like there might be some more zeitgeisty people that people go, oh, okay, and help them discover the Wiz and stuff like that.
Well, and they might also, not know the material. The Wiz is kind of old.
Oh, you can bet that someone's getting ready to put Keke Palmer in those shoes and go, "You go, girl! make us that wicked money." I can't believe that someone doesn't.
I can't believe somebody hasn't done it with Little Mermaid. There, Halle.
She's disappeared off the face of the earth.
She has, yeah.
She's disappeared off, even musically. She's disappeared off the face of the earth. I don't know where the girl's gone, but they're gonna put Keke Palmer in something like she's the new it girl. She's like, and more like,
and she was all over the red carpet. She was waving to people. She was talking to people. She was just like,
I think she's going to have her moment in 2026. I feel like Kiki's year is coming up. She's been circling and circling and circling. She's ready. She's ready. She's hilarious. I love her.
She is funny. She was very cute on the red carpet. Yep.
Oh, I lie. I'm sorry. Best production design, Wicked as well.
Yes. Which it deserved. It was a great production.
I mean, let's be honest. There was really only 3 movies that could have done best makeup and hairstyling.
Right.
And the 3, like Nosferatu, A Different Man, and The Substance, they are like extreme representations of what makeup and styling can do for a film. A horror movie won an Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
Shocked.
It happens.
Every now and then.
Every once in a while, but you can't get them. You can't give them any of the top 5.
You can't get those
walk
major
away with
awards.
the big 5s.
You can't get them. No. I'm surprised to see Gladiator 2. Like, that seems to have been a big flop, right? Gladiator 2.
I had zero interest in Gladiator 2.
And it has like Paul Mescal and Pedro. It's like you would think that people would have rushed.
Well, yes.
But Wicked versus Gladiator
2. Aren't we having enough macho testosterone fueled overland aggression games going on in real life? Come on.
Possibly. And it was up against, the biggest movie of the year.
Uh-huh.
When they release on the same day, someone's got to be the loser. Best original song, Amelia Perez.
Oh my God, that married couple, weren't they awful? I can't even remember their name.
What was that about?
I don't know. It was like, please stop singing, please.
What was that about?
I don't know.
Were they already just tanked and just like,
they had to be. They had to be loaded. There was a lot of drunkenness.
I'm just real concerned about just the Amelia Perez of the whole situation.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't. Conclave, everyone loves a religious moment, don't they?
Conclave, oh my God.
Every now and then you've just got to award, some drama.
My sister said to me, it's like, Conclave. And I'm like, yeah, it moved at a very Catholic pace. Dominus Sanctus Patris, Dominus Sanctus Patris. Amen.
Look, we're not going to say it's not topical. I mean, we're just waiting for the Pope to pop off.
It is, but it was slow and long.
We're waiting for the Pope to pop. We're waiting for that smoke. We're waiting for that smoke, baby.
Who's going to be the Pope after this? My God.
I don't know. Somebody younger, hopefully. That'll never happen. That will never happen.
Yeah, because they don't want anybody who might be radicalized and think that women belong in the priesthood.
Not too groovy. We can't have anyone too groovy, they say.
No.
But that takes us to another performance. Speaking of too groovy, we had some interesting choices. We had Lisa from Blackpink. We had Doja Cat. And we had Ray.
I thought that song was great. That medley was great.
Yeah. But as someone said, Margaret Qualley just randomly dancing. Again, another, hey, everyone loves the substance. You know this girl? Oh.
Yeah, here she goes.
If you include Margaret, why wouldn't you include Demi?
True.
Like, that's a missed opportunity, people. Mm-hmm. Come on, that's a missed opportunity. And it was in celebration of the Bond themes and whatever.
Right.
Live and Let Die, Diamonds Are Forever, and Skyfall. Now, people were pissed that Adele didn't come and do Skyfall. Adele's just said you're not going to see her for another, 10 years.
Right.
She's not schlepping away into a dress and going, here's Skyfall for the 978th time. These girls are... They have a huge song that's out now, the three of them together.
Oh, do they really? I did not know that.
It's called Born Again. It's off Lisa's album. But they all feature on the song. I was like, oh my God, they're going to perform Born Again at Oscars? Like, how very Oscars we're going to have pop music? No, not so much. It's just like, again, we're going to trade off the popularity of these three to celebrate the Oscars, but with all the news and the drama around the news about, Bond and the rights to the franchise, and now would have been the perfect time for the new Bond announcement.
Yes.
At the Oscars.
I mean, and it's like, come on, Bond. It really is time for a Bond of color, not another white guy.
But just anything, or just like formally announce that the franchise has changed hands, or do something.
Mm-hmm.
It's so generic. It's like, if it was a essay, I'd be like, explore these themes more, because I don't know what you're doing
with your little red pen.
Yeah, underline.
Points
More,
lost.
question mark,
Points
yeah.
lost.
Expand here. Like, it's just like, if you're trying to remind us of the grandeur and the splendor of Bond and the epicness of it, then you need to do something epic with it.
I agree. I can buy that.
Yeah.
I was wholly unmoved by the entire. I thought the performances were great, but we're tributing Bond like that. That was languishing and needed it.
It's not like it was a.
I agree, dogs. They do not know what they're doing.
And franchise is a load of shit. Yes, you're not incorrect there.
And that's why they sold it to Netflix. Oh,
it wasn't Netflix. No, it's not. Is it? What is? No, it's not Netflix. It's someone else.
Is it Amazon Prime?
It's Amazon. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Amazon.
Okay. Oh, Bezos.
All the and yeah, everyone's very upset about it. All the Bonds are very upset about it. I'm like, I'm sure you'll still get your residuals. Calm down.
Right.
If anything, it's going to be streaming on a major service. You'll be okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll do like a row.
Mm-hmm.
A row. Oh, here we go. We're starting to hit the Honora run, which in award season kind of didn't happen until now.
Right. Well, if you're going to bloom, now's the time to bloom.
Right. Best director. They weren't going to award The Substance, The Brutalist possibly. I feel like A Complete Unknown's been a bit of a fizzer too, right?
Yeah. A Complete Unknown really did fizzle.
It's just like, maybe, do you think we're Chalamet out?
I think Wonka, it was the blue, the yellow suit, the butter suit.
He won something. He won a SAG. Did he win the SAG award?
He won the SAG, and I think he might have won the Globe.
So it's not a complete, left.
No, he won the SAG, and Brody won the Globe.
I just feel like for a movie that's supposed to be like this, I'm not a fan.
It's a good movie.
I'm not a fan of the subject matter. Let's go there.
Yeah, I get it. I thought it was a very good movie. I thought it was done well.
Those biopics usually do a lot better. Like they usually zeitgeisty. Like everyone's like, oh, and then everyone has a cultural moment and it's like, oh, let's dress like them. Let's do this. And it's just
right.
Here we go. Like, oh, cool. I think everyone's Timothée out. Maybe we've had a lot of Timothée.
Well, and Dylan himself really was a bit of a shit to a lot of people.
Yeah, his music sounds like he's taking a shit.
How does it feel?
Painful. That's how it sounds like it feels.
It feels like you need more fiber.
Now, let's talk about the Culkin in the room. Kieran Culkin.
Kieran Culkin's been
he is having a hot minute, isn't
he? He won for White Lotus last year, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was one for and he's been all over. Yeah. His story was cute. He was quite charming.
Yeah, he's very. You can tell he's an industry kid. He knows how to be, self-deprecating and all.
Right,
all
just the right things. Amount. And he never spits his gum at his wife.
Very well. She was Weinstein's ex, so come on.
Yeah.
Very. I guess. I think this is what people wanted from Macaulay, and now to see Kieran but apparently Macaulay openly wept when he found out his brother won the Oscar. So
yeah,
it's good to see them supportive of each other, but they are both so very talented, and he's killing TV, he's killing film. He's like
Kieran grew up a little prettier than Macaulay, and
Well, you always get it. Second time around, you kind of get it a bit better. You learn from the mistakes of the first. And, move on. You move up. You move on. All right.
As an oldest child, I take exception.
As the youngest child, Well, right. Now, supporting actress Zoe Saldana, Amelia Perez.
Yes,
her speech was very touching.
Her speech was very touching, and her role in this movie was phenomenal. She did a great job. I mean, this is the woman who usually ends up being blue or green, You know,
she's usually color.
She's usually hidden, and her performances are overlooked. And I think that she deserved this for sure. You know, but again, Amelia Perez was not my favorite movie.
But we have this conversation. It's like sometimes people get the Oscar for a film after they deserved it for. You know, it's like, yeah, we didn't award you that year, but we'll award you again for later. It's like
she was really good in this movie. She really was.
But definitely not a singer.
Rescued it from the coals of hell.
Singer though?
No singer.
No singer. No bueno.
But the song that she sang was so meh 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 meh.
Vagina Pastillas.
Yeah. It's like it didn't get wrecked.
It's a fever dream. It is a
fever dream.
It is a fever dream.
I think that was the intention too. But
I would have liked Ariana to get it. I think she deserved it. But again, she's the popular choice. She wasn't going to get it. This is not. We have to remind ourselves that this is not a popularity contest. That's the Golden Globes.
Although it has been, there have been times when it has been.
I just feel like we're not going to award, Ariana, who's on the cover of everything and around and did.
And what a fucking talent! Oh my god!
Like, I don't know. I don't understand.
I just I caught a TikTok blip of her doing impressions today.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
She is wicked good.
Wicked good. No pun intended.
No pun intended. No.
No pun intended. But yeah, poor Ari.
Mm-hmm.
Look, there's hope. Second part's coming. It's more dramatic. They might get their chops and rewards for the second part. But the only thing I can think is that this was too feathery and light. And anyone that's seen Wicked or knows of Wicked, that the second part of the film franchise is not going to be as shiny and bright as the first. So expect some acting, I would guess. Acting. Capital A, acting.
To the gravitas.
Tears and maybe some snot. It'd be amazing. All right. Adrien Brody. We'll keep it to the award. Adrien Brody loves to win awards for Nazi-related movies. I think.
He is my upstate neighbor. He bought a very popular pumpkin farm up here in central New York. He has a farm up here. It's not a pumpkin farm anymore. You can't go pick pumpkins, but
it's the Brody compound.
The Brody compound is a very famous house in central New York.
Where we just live and watch depressing movies all the time. All the time.
And apparently he makes his children call him Popsy.
Well, they're not his kids. They're the kids with they're Harvey's kids.
Oh.
When
he said Popsy's coming home. I'm like, Popsy?
Yeah. They are his children. Well, his I guess stepchildren, for want of a better term.
Mm-hmm.
But we haven't seen the movie, so we can't really judge on the acting of it all.
Well, we can talk about the fact that he insisted that he had to have extra time because he had to have something to say, and then he spent 10 minutes saying nothing.
Well, yeah, it's a bit of douchery, but that's best actor, really, isn't it? It's usually pretty douchey. We're like, I'm so important. Oh, help me.
Oh, gravitas.
Gravitas.
I like making meaningful material.
Oh, put me in a comic book movie. Oh. But, I guess more power. They did, and then, him and I think Halle and they would, I don't know, maybe they're both a little bit desperate for attention.
Yeah.
Where has Halle Berry been lately? She made that horror movie, and that was about it.
She was probably crafting that mirrored dress.
She's like, I'm going to make out with you. Hey, remember the old days?
Remember the old days when you accosted me? Well, here's my turn. Let me accost you.
Still, that's just like, okay.
It was kind of cringy.
Cool for you.
It was cringy when he did it the first time.
Truth. Best actress.
I was shocked. I really was. I thought it was going to be to me.
I'm a little sad for her. and you could tell that she was a little sad.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, but she's had a moment this season.
Face
she really has.
I know, but it would have been to be recognized by
the industry.
Oscars.
Yeah.
You know, the penultimate moment of your career, you know, in memoriam's next time, which we will talk about. It's just like almost, but not quite.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for her because she has had, and again, we talked about this when she's been winning all these awards. She has had a career that is phenomenal. We forget how many times she's gone away and come back and, you know, had these little moments of brilliance.
I can't remember which show it was. It was either the Globes or the SAGs. But her speech was really, really lovely. She talked about
I think it was the Globes when she won. When she was talking about she was
always designated a popcorn actress. Yes. Yeah. You know, and she was the fool who listened to them and let them put her in a box. And she's so glad to be getting an opportunity at this stage of her life to get out of the box. It was a beautiful speech.
I'm hoping that she will now, you know, go on to make some more.
Well, she was the EP on this production. Productor.
Yeah, she.
Me speak good.
Me speak good English. She really, she was really behind the project, and I think that, it's just a little bit disappointing. Carla Sofia Gascon was not going to win.
Never.
Fernanda Torres was not going to win.
No.
Cynthia would have been a moment, but I really do think they're holding back on that Wicked love.
Did you see Anora?
I have not.
I was very surprised at how much I liked Anora.
Speak on it.
It was this little indie film, and it wasn't quite clear what it was about. It was on Netflix one Friday night, and my friend Karen and I had gone out to dinner, and we decided we were going to watch Anora because it had gotten some Oscar buzz. And I really, really enjoyed it. It was funny. It was action-filled. It was dramatic. It ends up, you know, in a really good place. I really liked Anora. Out of all the Best Picture nominees that I did see, it was my favorite.
We're not going to take it away from Mikey Madison either. Like, she's a fantastic young actress. She shows a lot of the projects that she's like. I mean, she's a horror. She's been Scream.
Yeah.
Like, she's been a horror actress. But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, you know, again, a little bit serial killer vibes. But she shows, from what I've seen, you know, clips. I haven't seen the whole movie. But it's her debut, if not, you know, into serious film, serious mainstream. I'm going to be exposed film, and now she's got a Best Actress award. I mean, that's taking her from obscurity.
Yeah, and I mean, the rest of the cast is pretty obscure.
Yeah,
you know, like there wasn't any real star power in it. You know, but it was a great ensemble. It was it was a little movie that could. I really did like it.
That's a good thing about those independent movies. Sometimes you don't need a star to be entertained and, you know, injected into a story. And obviously, because Best Picture, Anora. Now, Wicked, The Substance wasn't going to happen. Nickel Boys I've never heard of. What is Nickel
Boys? I've heard of, but it's not available anywhere. Just like I was talking about how impossible it was to see The Brutalist, and this was this was being pushed. The Brutalist had Oscar buzz from the minute it was caught. Before it even hit the theaters, it had Oscar buzz. Nickel Boys has not been available anywhere in Central New York. I couldn't find it for love nor money. I couldn't find it on pay-per-view.
Feel like an idiot.
No, I didn't feel it. I couldn't find it on pay-per-view. And I looked for it because, you know, Dee and I grew up on the Oscars. It's our thing.
Yeah.
You know, we tend to make bets and talk to, you know, And
do a little thing.
Yeah.
Maybe you can have a sister Oscar show next year.
I'll mention it to her. She'll probably be deep in an election cycle, though. Who knows?
We'll get you a little balcony, so you can be like Sattler. You can be Sattler and Waldorf up the top. It'd be amazing.
Believe it or not, it's not the first time we have been referred to as Sattler and Waldorf.
So the other films are I'm Still Here, Amelia Perez,
which
Dune
nobody has
Part
seen.
2.
I'm Still Here either. Foreign language film.
Yep.
Americans don't love foreign language film. No. I was surprised though.
Unknown, Brutalist.
Yeah. Was surprised it didn't win for foreign language film.
Yeah, look, you can't pick it, especially with foreign language films, because let's be honest, the majority of the population aren't seeking them out.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to know if you got to know,
right?
It's like, okay, cool. Now, In Memoriam is always usually
touching,
a little bit touching, and da-da-da-da-da. Some omissions, though.
Some omissions, and I think that they got it wrong.
Yeah.
The music was too boom, 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 boom. I mean, it's a famous piece. I don't know what it's called, but
I find
it was heavy-handed.
They didn't include Shannon Doherty.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Michelle Trachtenberg, I get very recent, but they still managed to
get Gene Michelle Hackman. Trachtenberg, died before Gene Hackman.
And they still managed to get Gene in.
Yeah.
And Michelle Trachtenberg is a movie actress.
Yeah.
Shannon Doherty is a movie actress. They came about in movies as well. And they we have watched them age. It's not like they had a flash in the pan career. One movie and they're done. They did movie, they did TV, they did awarded movie and TV. It's not like, I just find that weird. And then Tony Todd, nothing from Tony Todd, and again horror predominantly. Of course. And what's her facey? Olivia, Romeo and Juliet, British one.
Olivia Hussey.
Yeah.
I forgot that she died this year.
Like for the amount of controversy.
Well, and every year someone is left off. There is every single year there are people who don't make the cut.
But every year there's people that everyone's like, who the fuck's that as well?
Well, I mean, how many times do you need to see film editor, sound editor, and
And it's great for them to have their moment in the sun, but these are famous people.
Mm-hmm.
Still to this day, famous people. Michelle there's a reason why
people that I didn't expect to be concerned were concerned. Michelle Trachtenberg.
So
yep.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. Well, maybe she'll lead the pack next year. I don't know. But it seems just a bit wanky in Hollywood that we'll include Gene Hackman, but we won't include Michelle Trachtenberg.
Well, he was 90.
Yeah, well, was he? Who knows? The more we find out, the more we know. But we'll see. As I said, I think Wicked is going to get its dues next year.
I hope so.
When everything rounds out.
Wicked was one of my favorite movies of the year.
And just in a cultural sense, it's dominated.
Oh, absolutely.
Conversation for the last 12 months and will continue to do
and
so
drove
for the next 12
sales
months.
And drove product
music sales, product sales.
Yeah.
Got people back to the cinemas in huge ways. Again, we can't be the Oscars if we're dramatized. Overall, kind of a surprising year, I guess.
Yeah, I would say so. Definitely. Right. Nobody got slapped. That's a good thing.
Yeah. Surprising for the content, not the drama surrounding it. Let's put it that way. But, we've got a whole another year of movies coming up. It's gonna be I feel like we're gonna see nominations for that's too late, isn't it? Little Pamela's missed out. Has she missed out for
the
last
did.
Showgirl?
She did.
Oh.
She was snubbed by the Academy for sure.
They should have put that release date back a bit.
Right.
Rounded the corner. Jamie Lee could have come out and got another supporting actress. And
yeah, she got one at Jamie Lee won something.
Yeah.
This season, I think she won the SAG.
She tends to lately.
Yeah.
And look, good on her. She deserves to.
Yeah.
No matter what your personal feelings,
she's got a horror. She comes from horror.
She is horror. Yeah. And Hollywood horror.
Yeah.
Pedigree horror. Hollywood
second generation Hollywood horror.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was a really interesting. The SAG Award seems to be the one that was groovy and interesting this year. They did
SAG Awards was fun. SAG Awards and the Globes, there's so much alcohol consumption that you always see drunkenness. They are among my favorites. I do think that the Hollywood foreign press tends to be very conservative.
But do you think that's what's taking people out of it and making people not want to get involved? It's just so stuffy.
Yes, but I don't think it's their show is stuffy. I think their voting is stuffy.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Their choices are stuffy. They're not. And there's a lot of predictability in award season. I have to say, this was a lot of surprises. Anora taking it all was a surprise to me. And I've probably seen more than most. I did see 6 of the 10.
Had we not had that drama surrounding I've forgot the Amelia Perez, I feel like it may have been awarded more.
I feel like it may have been awarded more too, but I don't really feel like it deserved more.
It didn't deserve it. Yeah. So maybe
but lots of undeserving films have taken home big awards.
Correctamundo.
Yeah. And I think as movies go, Anora deserved some love.
Yeah. Nice to see a little movie pop up and become a big movie.
Yeah. I recommend Anora. I thought it was funny and exciting and it moved well and it told a fun story, and
we're interesting to see where her career goes now.
Yeah,
because always after that.
Well, she's got forever. She's young. She's a puppy.
Very young, very very young to have a Best Actress award. So good on you. Mm-hmm. But that's the Oscars. That's award season wrapped.
I know it is.
Done. Now we're just
done.
We're getting those big tentpole movies. Bring on the Marvel movies. It's time.
I'm ready. I need Captain America.
Get Jurassic Park out. Bring on the tentpoles. Come on,
Start
kids.
slapping some Nazis. Come on.
It's time for the general public to get their popcorn in a weird shaped bucket and go to town. You can do it. Go back to the cinemas, people. Don't make Nicole Kidman have had that Botox for nothing. We love the magic of cinema. Yeah. But until next time, thank you, the lovely Vera. And we have to say, because it's not good, it's Vera's birthday tomorrow. So
it is.
Happy birthday to our
lovely
darling. And we will be back
Thursday
for an epic show. Vera, do you know?
Do I know? Aren't we always epic?
It's episode 1300.
Right.
What?
No. What?
I know. There might be a couple of little surprises.
Do we get noisemakers?
We should all have party hats or something. So if you are watching us, you can also listen to us. Make sure that you jump over. For the new episodes, you can jump to Spreaker. Thank you for the people that have been listening. I can see that you've been listening. We are trying to get the Spotify thing organized. Jeffrey's not the most tech savvy person, so we're getting there. If someone can let me know if we're back on Apple Podcasts, that'd be great.
Yeah,
because someone's listening from somewhere that's not Spreaker, so it's interesting. There's someone. I think Apple was the easy transfer, and Spotify's the hard one. But yeah, like us, thank you for everyone who is also starting to follow the YouTube channel, because we have passed the devil's number, Vera.
Oh, yay.
We are 667 as we speak, and it's been a hot minute. So
come on,
if
let's
you like
hit 1,000. Come on, guys.
Please. We've been doing this for a long ass time. YouTube.com/uncensored radio. Join us. There are over a decade of shows there.
Yeah,
we got a lot of shit. So come see us.
We've been talking forever. Boy, are we tired.
We will
never
stop. Look, look. You always know it's good when we get trolls and weird things. Streamboo.com. There we go.
Cool.
Dogsy says happy birthday.
Hey, thanks, dogs.
All right, guys. We will see you on Thursday for the live show. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
See you next Oscars.
We'll be here. I'll be here.
She'll be here. Gravitas.